Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBerry, and welcome back to more of our continuing misery run on a special Monday night stream, where somehow, despite the best efforts of that Aurora Wolf, we're still alive. Now, I wouldn't normally stream on a Monday, but one, we're close, and two, I want to. We're going to wrap this up tonight, one way or another. You can see that we're about to hit 38 days survived. We need to get to 45 to get the final affliction and the achievement. Now you'll note that condition is not very good. For those who missed it, after late in yesterday's stream, we had an aurora in the midst of me harvesting up a doe, and an aurora wolf basically parked itself right between where I was and the entrance to the steps to the coastal highway lookout tower. And it took us from like 81, 82% all the way down to 16. And man, if I hadn't had that hatchet on me, who knows how bad that probably would have been the run right there. So we've been turtling basically for the last couple days. We've doubled our condition, just still remarkably low. Now, if all goes well, the next week is going to be incredibly boring. So I'm going to see if we can just live off the food we have. And if cabin fever starts to be a concern, we're going to fire up the stove in here, and I'm going to see if we can go put the bedroll down on the other side of the wall from the stove and be warm there, like you can do in the Mystery Lake, lookout tower, and with the fireplace in the Transfer Pass depot. That really nice green fireplace. That is my hope. If it works, we're golden. If it doesn't, well, we'll have to get creative. Yeah, let me go ahead and get. There you go. Yeah, those were 78%, which when you have normally is fine, but when you have sour stomach, that is just right at the start of the danger zone. But yeah, so that was. So we have a box of quackers. We got one thing of cooked acorns. I think I have a couple. Yeah, just a couple. We have 3 loose acorns as well, and 53 cattails. Oh, and let's see, that's a full kilogram. That's a full kilogram. That is a small one. That's a full kilogram. That's a full kilogram. That is a full kilogram. That is a full kilogram. And that's a full kilogram. That's 2, 4, 6. That is 7 full venison steaks. And each of those, when cooked, gives us about 900, 950 calories with cooking 4. And I think our stomach can only hold something like 1,500 with sour stomach. So we need 7. We got to survive for 7 days. Yeah. 2. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, honestly, between the venison and um the cattails, that might be enough right there. And I think yes, so calorie wise, I think we're covered. The big question is going to be cabin fever, and can we get out in front of it? Now, let's see. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, if we're not going to go anywhere, let's see. Ooh. Oh, okay. I see one more patch of acorns down there. If we grab that, that could be, that would give us four, and that would be enough for another large portion. Hey, Pancake. Welcome in. A happy Monday to you, I suppose. Oh, you set up an alert specifically. He didn't want to miss this. Wow. Okay. No, no pressure. No, I appreciate that. Okay, yeah, there's not a chance in hell. Oh, a torch is staying lit out here. Yeah, that's negative 22 wind chill. So we're going to be a little bit bold and go get those acorns. And then we're going to turn right the heck around and come back. As far as we're concerned, any sounds out here it is a demon, and we flee with a quickness. You have 2 days because of office renovations. Wow. Not the usual reason to get time off, but you know what? Every little bit helps. Excuse me. Okay, so we actually have, pardon me, we have extras. Well, extra. Now, hang on, don't we? Yeah, we got 5 of those things. Oh, yeah, we make a. We're gonna take a whole minute to make a large portion of acorns. There we go. That's cool, Pancakes. You have any plans for this reprieve from the office? Okay. You know what? Let's test this real quick. So, if my hypothesis is correct, I'm going to start cooking these. I'm going to cook the acorns real quick, and we're gonna see if we get heat on the opposite side of the wall. Do I have? Yeah, that's fine. We're just going to cook the acorns, so it's not going to be not going to be an involved process. Because we're in a lab with a myriad of chemicals, we have layer protection sprayed over the walls every once in a while. Okay. Honestly, yeah, if you're working with chemicals, that is totally understandable and probably essential. Okay, I'm going to pop that in there. And we'll cook the large portion. That takes half a liter of water. Jiminy Christmas. Okay, see, that's only giving off 4 degrees, though. It needs to be warmer if we're gonna see a difference on the outside. It feels a little wasteful, but again, we're doing this as an experiment. Okay, so if I stand out here, I've got negative 13 out of the wind. If I stand right here, I have 3 degrees. Okay, so this tells me, well, again, that's 3 degrees out of the wind. In the wind, it might be an issue, but we can always pump more coal in there if we need to. So that tells me there is something to our plans. The weather's decent. You probably bring out the smoker or make some smoked fish. Ooh, nice. Oh man, smoked fish sounds real good. Oh, do I have my bedroll? I do. Well, why don't we put that to the test real quick? Take the bedroll, line that up just so. Right, and then stove is there. We're here. So if cabin fever starts to be a concern again, this is how we're gonna try to shave that down, so I don't have to do any particular like any bigger shenanigans to try to just power through. I do. I see that the deer hide actually clipping outside. That's cute. Actually, hang on. Shouldn't. Oh no, we didn't get the deer hide from the other one, right? Because the whole Aurora thing. I remember now. Yeah, let's just keep cracking at that. Or do we see what condition is that meat? 60. Okay, yeah, it'll still be good. Actually, honestly, yeah, that's my thinking, Pancake. Because we can hang out in here, and we've seen even during a blizzard, it'll be warm in here. And when the game starts carping at us about cabin fever again, which it will, we can set up shop just outside. We might need to pop a couple coal just to make sure we're warm enough. But this is very doable. Because yeah, I think we just ticked over to day 38. Yes. So we officially have 1 week to go. So if we ration out these venison steaks, you're moldy. What are you? You're 60. All right, you're still fine. Yeah, if we ration out our venison steaks, then we have like one per day. Or, well, hang on. Depends on how quickly they lose condition out of doors. But yeah, worst comes to worst, we have two a day. And we do nothing but cattails for the final few days. Yeah, we got this. Hey, Andrea. Good to see you. Welcome in. How's things? We're just, well, the game has done some shenanigans at us, so we're doing some shenanigans right back. It it will not be the most entertaining of gameplay, but you know what? This is, so sometimes you just gotta send a message. It's been a roller coaster week. Oh, ooh, that oh, I don't know. That sounds slightly concerning. You doing all right? What can we leave behind? This is all fine. I really don't want to part with any of these. That's fine. Well, yeah, I don't need that. Really don't even need that. If I was some issue we do last Thursday, you pivoted the cover story on Tuesday. Ooh, wow. Oh, that's dicey. I'm sure you pulled it off, but man, that is tight, and not the good way. I took Dante in for cause getting worse. Has started like congestive heart failure. Oh no, God, man, he's not that old, is he? Which sounds for scarier than it is. Okay, but still be for a very bad day. I would think so. My God, that sucks. Oh, the poor little man. I mean, I'll take your word for it when it sounds scarier than it is. But yeah, I've had a run of like, people I follow, like streamers having like having major health issues slash losing senior dogs, and man, it just feels like when it rains, it pours. Man, that is just awful. Trying to prepare for a week in Portland, feeling a little under the weather. Understandable. Yeah, it is that is a lot of stress packed into just one one week. But it sounds, yeah. So the summer issue is done and dusted. So that's gonna get noisy. But I hope now you can take some time for yourself and then unwind as best you can. Probably just stress hangover. I that does sound very plausible. Take 2 hours. Ooh, it's gonna be all of our calories. We got some clean wood, some cloth. Issues done. Good. It's amazing. Of course, you did it after all. And your trip is on the relaxing side. Good, good. For okay, yeah. Now we can do this. There, that'll advance things a little bit. There we go. But good. And yeah, well, hang on. Remind me, Portland, East Coast Portland, West Coast Portland. I mean, they're both neat. I think probably West Coast Portland. But I mean, as I am reliably informed, the Portland, Maine also has a lot of things to recommend it. But yeah, you have more of a connection to West Coast Portland. West, okay, that's kind of what I was thinking. And then we can Squamish. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I was actually looking at BC. Because I was thinking if I was to do another Canada trip, I was thinking if there was a way I could squeeze in Vancouver, because I read like it's just a neat place in general, and then I saw was it like the UBC Anthropology Museum comes very highly recommended, and also there are direct flights from Vancouver to Yellowknife, which I I would want to try my little Aurora trip again. Maybe this time there won't be 60 centimeters of snow ruining my travel plans. You know, it'd be a nice change. But yeah, that's going to take some investigating. But I think if I was to do that, I would still want to come through Toronto because there's just too many fantastic people there for me to skip. So what did I not do? I didn't do the Aga Khan Museum. Um, I didn't. Yeah, there are a few places to eat that I skipped. Oh, and then what is it? Little Canada. I think by next year, I think the exhibits for what is it? Little Plains and Little Rockies. I think are supposed to be done. Oh, do I care about well fed? I don't know that I do. My big concern there is if we start starving, we start giving back condition, and I really don't want to do that. So your friend who owns Stormcrow Manor, also another very good thing to go visit again. Just the place that introduced me to the concept of brunch poutine, owns an awesome witch bar in Vancouver called Arcana. Ooh. I was about to say, do they do brunch poutine too? But probably not. Although, if it's by the same people and they had like the same a similar aesthetic, I imagine it's probably a pretty damn cool place. It rules? Yeah, I figured it would. Yeah, right now we're just marking time. until we're tired enough to sleep through the night. Yeah, I'll definitely have to. Yeah, I'll actually. You know what? I'm gonna write that down now because the odds are I will forget otherwise. Although I, you will remind me. I'm sure if it does come to where Vancouver is going to be on the itinerary. Okay, yeah, Vancouver. Which bar Arcana? You're not going anywhere. Oh no, no. Say if I go to Vancouver, I imagine you definitely you obviously will know that you'll know Vancouver far better than I do. So if it does come to that, I will be sure to hit you up for recommendations. Okay, do you want to try get a get a sleep in? Oh, you'll be around to remind me. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, and yeah, here's hope. Yes, I'd be happy to. I'm always happy to have you around. Okay, fully rested, and it is still not even sunup, but that's okay. And nope, nope. No sign of the fever of cabin. Oh, did I use all my sticks? I did, but I can fix that real quick. Oh, right. Let me check our meat. It was like yeah, the worst one was at 60% condition when last we checked. Now it's still 60. Okay. All right. So we could wait another day or so and stretch that meat just that little bit more. Oh nope, that's just a clear night. For a second, I saw it getting unusually lit up in here. I thought, oh no, another aurora. No, not yet anyway. Oh right. So what our condition come back to there? All the way up to 38%. Oh man, the especially with haunted mine, the recovery is glacial. Uh, yeah, you're absolutely right, Pancake. Because they've, because they, yeah, the stems will give us back. 15% condition each. Now, they will exhaust us, but we can sleep. And then sleeping will get us more recovery. I still don't know if there is, if there is passive regen when you're awake, or if it's only when you're sleeping. But still, like with 45% condition, through the power of chemistry, with the time we have left, I think we're going to be just fine. In case of figuring out a deer should respawn, well, yes, although it would also require us going to hunting said deer, which would require us leaving the safety of our box. And life outside the box is terrifying. It's safe inside the box. Here, we'll make up some breakfast real quick. But the carcass of that wolf was left to decompose, so it's really increased the respawn time. See, I wonder about that. I've heard conflicting reports. Like, if you don't touch the carcass and it stays there longer. But then I think I'm remembering like a Bashro video where he said like the respawn timer is the same regardless. But again, I remember that video. I watched it a good while ago, so my memory could be failing me here. Tell you what. Because it's not like we're going to need it in there. Just plop that there. Yeah, see, it still feels like negative 28. And we're only going to get like a 5-degree bonus at best. So we would need, yeah, if we're going to hang out there, it's probably going to be a multiple coal situation, which is fine. We can afford that. There you go, 100%, 960 calories, and get a nice full tum-tum. Okay, there's 2 hours. So let's put on max water. And then if we go back here. Oh, hang on. So if we're here, feels like negative 13, but we're wind blocked. Out here. Wait, how is it warmer here? Feels like negative 6. That shouldn't be. Negative 5. Or maybe the coal's just reaching that much. Yeah, that feels like 5 degrees here. So let's grab a quick 2-hour naplet. Okay, we're fully rested. Well, bother. There you go. Yeah, so feels like 7 thanks to the stove, and we're gonna get close to a 5-degree bonus with the bedroll. And now we have cloth to fix it. Oh, yeah, I imagine being out of the wind is also probably helping that. You got an hour. Well, you had an hour. There we go. Just to make absolutely sure. Quick, quick, quick! Actually, we're fine. Fine. Oh, yeah, let me salvage a couple sticks for future fires. Now, if we have the now the we're gonna go to embers, and then that's gonna burn out real quick. Then we'll see where we are in terms of warmth once that happens. Yeah, exactly. once it's no longer an issue, we're just pulling, you know, B+ torches left and right. You know, just like Auroras, they're always there when you don't need them. Whoa, okay, there. So we can tell when the yeah, it feels like -22. All right, so the effects of the stove are officially gone. And oh look, another blizzard. Shocking. How many have we had? So this would be blizzard number 29 in 39 days. Honestly, that feels low for misery. Because like at the start we had like 5 in the like it's like 4 and 5 or 5 and 4. 5th in a week. Yeah. You know, it's like the game knows we're turtling and it's trying to flush us out, but no, no, no. Not going to give you the satisfaction, big boy. Excuse me. See, I can. Oh, you know, I can dispose of this, but I can't break it down because it's a storage, right? No, I think if perchance we need further burnables, we might, unfortunately, we might have to leave the safety of the box. Hey, Martian, welcome in. Good to see you. Hey, how did the barbecue serving go? And were you able to get any for yourself? Because it would be big rude to ask you to serve barbecue, but not let you have some on your own. But good to see you, Martian. Hope you're well. Yeah, you've caught us at a very turtle time in our lives because we're slowly, very slowly, on the mend after the Aurora shenanigans of yesterday. Went so well, you got a burger right at the very end. Oh, good. They would let me, but you don't like eating the way others have it. No, that's very thoughtful of you. When you ate it, you went and sat down and chatted to your dad. Good, good. Well, I'm glad everything went well. Yeah, I honestly, I wasn't hunting the does out of strategy. I was hunting the does out of spite, and just I happened to land a shot from a reasonable distance. And then, while we were mid-harvest, an aurora kicked in, and then yes, like we were just there, yeah, out there, uh, on the way, like between that, just right to that rock on the gap in the rocks, and then as we were coming back, I think we got the meat and the hides and we got the meat and the guts. We didn't actually get to the hide. And then that jerk right there basically parked himself where he is right there. And because he was an Aurora wolf, he did not care about the torch I was holding and charged. And then he took us from like 80 something percent condition down to 16. Not heartbeat, but close. So it was if I think in the hatchet piece of crap that it is, it saved our ass. But honestly, yeah, I got that one doe. Uh, oh no, actually, I got well, actually, yeah, the doe we actually flushed all the way from the mine entrance, and we just kept walking down this way, and then it kept turning around and seeing us, and then running down the road. Because there's one doe that was here. We took that out just just around the right side of the rocks. So between those two, we managed to save up a good bit of venison. Oh, we're freezing. And with that, honestly, between that, the cattails, and then a few acorns we've been collecting, I, as far as I can tell, that is going to be enough to carry us to day 45. Now, I'd planned to do this legit. I brought all those saplings here. I had the plans of making tip ups. We even killed Petunia with our usual fishing hut cheese, and we her guts are sitting there in misanthropes, cured, ready to process. But no, this bullshit happened. So instead, we well, yeah, this is on our way back from bringing 40 odd coal from the mine. And so we've tested it, and we're warm enough in here. And if cabin fever is ever an issue, we can just sleep out there using the heat from the stove. So, as best I can tell, there's no reason to go anywhere. Because like Thor was in here last night, telling me to go to Perseverance Mills and then set up shop there. But one, I don't wanna. Two, I know there's at least two wolves out in front of the bingo hall. Bingo and his tag team partner, who are there to ruin our day. Whereas here, we're already set. We don't have to go anywhere. So yeah, that is it, it's not the most exciting plan. It's actually an anti-exciting plan. Oh, sorry, no, Pleasant Valley, specifically Thompson's Crossing. Sorry, I'm very tired. No, um, so Thompson's Crossing in PV. So Thor was suggesting stay in the bingo hall, and then when cabin fever became an issue, go down the river to that cave that's down there. That's down on on the water. It's a little ways away, but there's rabbits there. There might well, there's cattails at the start, but I'm pretty sure we grabbed those already. And we would have to do more hunting if we did that. Whereas now, we already got the good stuff. That's a good cave. Yeah, and not a lot of people know about it. But yeah, and I guess it is an outdoor cave, so worst comes to worse, if full cabin fever kicks in, there is that the bug where you just walk into the back of the cave and then somehow it automatically goes away. But yeah, that's not going to be a thing. Hey, Brady B. Good to see you. Gonna alert to watch the drama? Ooh, drama. All right, enjoy. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, right, yeah, I was pointing out stuff. That's why we were outdoors. All right, let's affect the passage of time just a bit more. Ah, there we go. There's our cabin fever risk. She sends you 10 quid to get 20 nuggies because it's Children's Day in Poland. I mean, okay, yeah. Well, mom is always going to think of you as her kid anyway. And hey, nuggies are nuggies. That sounds like a pretty darn good deal if you ask me. I assume 10 quid will actually pay for 20 nuggies. I don't. Things do get more expensive. Zendaya, yeah, the Zendaya Robert Pattinson one. I saw some posters for that around here. But yeah, it does sound like it definitely lays on the drama. Let's see, where are we? 16? No, it's fine. We don't need to do anything rash just yet. Your mental health is not good today. You did adulting. Adulting, paid rent, paid council tax, pharmacy. Yeah, I mean that is a whole ass day of adulting right there. Now you're in bed and you have your laptop on your bed to watch TV. There you go. Yeah, but Martian, with that amount of adulting, I'd say yeah, you earned some macas. I will fully support that decision. 20 pieces, fries, and a drink for 10 quid. All right, that's some decent value. Okay, now the stupid Aurora's back. Of course it is. Well, we ain't gonna do shit. Oh, and you made a dinner for tomorrow and lunch for today and lunch tomorrow. Damn. Save some productivity for the rest of the week. Good grief. You're gonna make the rest of us look bad, Martian. But yes, I agree with Pancake. You have adulted to an impressive degree. So If you want to lounge, if you want to nap, you want to veg. The official position of this channel is that we support you in this endeavor. Excuse me. Yeah, all that, and that was like 1%. Okay, yeah, we are so very good. What's the point of being an adult if you can't act childish? Exactly. And isn't that like the colloquial idea of adulthood that yeah, you can have ice cream for every meal, but being an adult is knowing you probably shouldn't do that, or else your stomach's going to be very upset with you. Is that? Oh no, that's just fog. Okay, fog we can work with. What are we up to? Oh, ooh, chat. We might crack half health when we sleep tomorrow. Do we want to make another steak? Yeah, you know what? We're Our girl has earned it. Now, what's the status of our steaks? 61. Oh, yeah. We're so good. Surprised you didn't get cabin fever yet. It's ticking up slow. Okay, we're up 23%. But we have been kind of mitigating it, spending a little time outside, grabbing the acorns, having little sleeps outside. So we we haven't we've been turtling, but we haven't necessarily been turtling in place. Oh, do I not have a stick? All right, just do that then. Maybe I'll pop down and grab a couple sticks. Or I just tear up some torches. Those are equally cromulent approaches. There we go. Yeah, we have... Where are we? Yeah, we're about to hit day 40. We have 5 days to go. We still have 5 full venison steaks, plus 36 cattails, and all this coal. And we are intermittently making water as well. So I think we are chooching along, as the saying goes. There we go. Yeah, you are. Tell you what, let's continue the choo-choo and make some water while we do it. Excuse me. Okay, 249. Yeah, it feels like 36 degrees out here. That is easy. You have an uncle or is catering for a part of 30, but he's just freezing them for himself and eats the same thing throughout the month. Wow. Switching places from which he orders has... I feel like that's expensive, but I guess it works for him. It must work for him. I mean, go, rock on, uncle, I guess. I guess not everyone can do meal prep. Not everyone wants to do meal prep, I suppose. Okay, let's just do that again. I think so, but the more people you order for, the cheaper it gets, and where he lives, it isn't actually really cooking for himself. Huh? I guess it's like a produce or like a is frozen or canned stuff is just that expensive. I mean, I can see that. Maybe he lives in a food desert or something like that. Still, and part of the reason I'm slightly below is like I I'm one of those people who enjoys cooking. So, and again, not saying he's wrong to do so. I mean, as long as he's not like putting himself in any kind of danger, you know, health wise or finance wise, you know what? I go to go to town, my dude. On Saturday, he made 4 pasta bakes, 12 cupcakes for church, lunch, and dinner for Saturday. You're just Martian out here flexing on chat. Look at that. Suddenly we're back into 3%. Yeah, we can managing that famously. We can even get another round of water in. %. Okay, we didn't quite get rid of all of it. You have two 3 a.m. that starts this week, and then a 4 a.m. and overtime as well. Uh, Compensated overtime, I hope. There we go. Oh, did I get the bedroll? Oh, I did not. Okay, let's fix that real quick. I love that closing the door makes things quieter in here. Makes being here so much more tolerable. Of course, it's just after all that you don't want to cook for yourself, so you prep on the weekend. Sure, sure. It's an act of self-love to make food for future you. Absolutely. Although I will say, Martian, I haven't thought of it as a. I guess when I do like my prep and my cooking in bulk, I frame it as being sensible, being efficient. But you are right; it is also an act of self-love in a way, and I that's actually a very healthy way of putting it. Was you buy a whole pig and a butt part with butt part with the legs. Oh, butt part with legs of a cow for sausages, steaks, brisket, smoked, lard. Lasts for 10 to 12 months and way cheaper. Yeah, I would think so. And yeah, it's a lot of work, and you need places to store all that meaty goodness. But if you can make it happen, then oh man, you are golden. All I want are some sticks. We've had multiple blizzards, and there's a whole mess of trees around here. There's no reason we should lack for sticks. We may be curled on our blanket. There we go. Oh, what's that? Oh, Thor. Welcome in, Thor. Also, I missed some chat. Let me scroll back here real quick. You live in a really windy place, Martian. A town where the wind doesn't howl is strange, to the point where you really be like TLD wind or IRO, and wow, that is saying something. It takes about a week to do the whole thing pancake. Yeah, I can imagine that. And like you freeze did you say you freeze? Yeah, you freeze it. Yeah, smoke it, freeze it. Probably will last for 10 to 12 months, and yeah, and plus it's the immense satisfaction of doing that as well. But good to see you, Thor. Welcome in. Just making dinner for the kids. All right. Well, appreciate you dropping by, Thor. Yeah, we have about 5 days to go, and our resource wise, we are golden, as predicted. I think we're about an hour in. We'll just pause
We
here
have a
real quick.
new site. We have a new target in our sights. Alright, hiya! Nice. First thing. I thought it ricocheted and got you. No! What? Shut up and pick up the stuff, you idiot! Come on! What are you doing?
If I don't warm up soon.
Oh man, that was.
Oh, we even managed to get one of Thor's less sweary clips.
Really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give... You fucking bitch. Did I scare you?